post-spring college football transfer portal window officially closes on Tuesday, although it does sound like paperwork can take some time to be processed. We may not get total final word by tomorrow, but I think it's likely we'll know where Iowa football sits as it relates to scholarship numbers and a couple of key positions to watch for. We'll talk about that. Also, AJ Lawson, former Iowa DB AJ Lawson entering the portal. That is news that broke today on this Monday, recording this Monday, April 29th. Before we get to the information on today's video, I want to take a moment to remind you, please hit that like button, folks. Doesn't take you more than a second. Scroll down right below this video, hit the like button. Also, follow our page over on Facebook. We're doing everything we can to grow the social media exposure and platform. Please like and follow over on Facebook from the Hawkeye of the Storm on Facebook. So the news on this Monday, former Iowa DB AJ Lawson has entered the transfer portal. And here's a young man who was on scholarship out of Decatur, Illinois. Now, his entering the portal does not affect Iowa's scholarship number. Why? He actually left the team a year ago. So he was not on, if you look at the spring prospectus this past spring, he was not on the roster, has not been with the team, I believe, for at least the last well, not quite a calendar year, but he has not been with the team since at least 2023, which I believe that means Iowa placed him on medical. I talked to Tom Caker at HawkeyeReport.com, who's much more in tune with this stuff than I am. Certainly injuries, he's more in touch with the injury side of things, and that's what he had said to me, that it's likely that AJ had been placed on medical. So he was on scholarship, but it was not counting against Iowa's total scholarship number. So the Hawkeyes remain at 87 as of right now. I'm recording this again on Monday evening. I want to just real quickly give a shout out to AJ Lawson. He's been with the program since 2020, redshirted, took a couple of years, did not play. I don't know the injury situation. Again, if he took a medical, then he must have had something going on there. But he stuck it out with Iowa. You know, obviously, it's never ideal for either party. If a guy hasn't developed like you'd expect him to develop and he's not playing, the only thing that's being had here is a free education and hopefully some good life experience for the future, some character building. But I wish AJ all the best. I hope he can go somewhere and play. He had a bunch of MAC offers coming out of high school, had some FCS offers as well. I believe just one other FBS offer to Minnesota. So he'll likely try to find a place where he can get some playing time these last 2 years. He played a lot of receiver in high school, but just never sniffed the field at Iowa. Hopefully, physically, he's in a place where he can go somewhere and play. Again, it sounds like he's taken football off for the last few months at least. As it relates to Iowa's scholarship numbers, they sit at 87. Yes, the Swarm can cover, potentially. Iowa's collective could pay players that are taken off scholarship. That's the nature of the collective. They can kind of do whatever they want on a private level. There's not really a ton of enforcement out there as it relates to what a collective can and cannot do. Incentivizing is against the rules. We know it happens everywhere. That goes without saying. The other thing about this is grad transfers can enter after the portal window closes. In fact, AJ Lawson, it sounds like he is likely a graduate. He's got 2 years remaining, but I believe he finished his degree at Iowa. So he would have likely qualified to be in the portal post Tuesday anyways, assuming he's graduated. And that's the case with any graduate. Lots of guys. I mean, you give an example. Nick DeYoung could decide on Monday of next week, hey, I want to enter the portal. He can do that. He's a graduate. That's always a possibility. A guy could be placed on medical later in this cycle. Maybe we're in June and a guy ends up going on medical, and that would not count towards Iowa's total. That's always possible. But again, we should get some word by tomorrow. I anticipate someone else entering the portal. We did see quarterback Tommy Poholsky. We'll not be cutting a video on him. He's a walk-on, but he entered the portal on Monday as well. Does nothing to Iowa scholarship numbers. But again, the need for quarterback depth continues to be emphasized, and only that much more with Tommy entering the portal. And of course, he's a legacy kid. His dad was a legend in the black and gold. So anyways, that's where we're at. Just wanted to let everybody know, yes, AJ Lawson has departed from Iowa, but he had not been with the team for quite some time. He'll look to find a home somewhere else. He's from Decatur, Illinois. Best of wishes to AJ. And we'll continue to follow the portal window and everything that is going on with Iowa athletics. We've got lots of really cool content in the hopper, including an interview with a future Iowa women's basketball star. We'll talk about it and talk to her coming up in the next week or two. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm Corey Braddock from the Hawkeye of the Storm. Hit that like button before you leave, folks. Have a great night.